Good afternoon. We salute honor for outside the country people them. PIDGIN news debate. We don't start. Sabise will turn back for plenty of the strong tori them will be get them inside the week. As Sabise one of the strong tori them will be look inside this week. It be consigned palava way happen between landlords and tenants. Now for that side so from Banga for quarter 10 where we see where tenants they do one for a landlord. That tori says plenty people them they be check say that one. You know, be correct. We go talk that palava again for this afternoon. Now, so too go take una. We go from Bonge Road. We go talk palava fire, but no be now the fire says help. Sabi as we army rescue people they be go for go lost fire we be cash for that side from Bonge Road. It be then for inside this week we just finish. We hear say boy them with gun they attack army rescue people them. As we hear one of the army rescue person he get caught for he hate for sicker bullet where he crash for them. That one we go talk and one of the strong thing where it happen just now for inside National Assembly as soon as Sabi honor them they don't turn back for shidon na extraordinary shidon where then say they don't shidon when na kunkuma I call them this shidon they talk on top palava for bill for decentralized inside that bill for decentralized now we'll get this palava for special status all that chapter them we go talk this afternoon we get case for person to a don't loss we'll go so bring them for now tori for this afternoon ambassador you know the everyday one a day with people then say for a corner and na combi them for inside house. I go start with Mola Jules Nana. Mola, good afternoon for you.
Afternoon once more, country people. Afternoon, President Kichason Asiswe the CV now from here.
Yes, and Mola Sabi say normal all will be get for the boy now so.
Yes, indeed. It really be regrettable to say this so that he will get to mayor way die with the burial again for take place just because of one or two reasons will not be able to go. But all the same, we hear there for that side. Yes,
we hear there for ground as we think that they happen for that side. Another person we did talk with you this afternoon. Now president now they look out on Gimba people them for Norway so they inside Douala and now SSF they look out one for the road and we even sabi it too. Na strong man inside palava for CRM for Douala for Gang Gemba na so me I call you bet Jespan good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Oga Ambassador, and I did always salute for special friend Mr. Mboa, we say Saloi and all country people. So I think say we don't come for Naptori and I did salute all country people where they outside. Say me gonna be part and I know say EQUINOXE Naptori has we all man like this particular program. So I did salute all una, especially my fan and say we will knock the Tori today.
Alright, before we enter for Tori Sesep in the proper for this afternoon, just for corner side, one of the things we don't full up all social media, one of the things that we don't full up for social media, now this palava, they come out in with Senator Mbela Muki Charles, he come out for inside Senate House, Sabi say he be the talk on top this palava for bill, for the two country talk for we country, where we talk palava bilingualism, where according to Senator Mbela Muki Charles, he checks say the people them where they bring that bill on top table say me they look inside they make na big mistake for inside this palava say plenty people them for northwest and southwest as well sabi them say they wait na wait special status when Kunkuma don't promise e be get for do for on top them just for sabi to say inside this arrangement for special status Bella Senator Bella Muki Charles on top bill for bilingualism he don't talk say better make them no vote that bill sabi say he be talk hoha say he no go vote for that bill for say na the same problem for that bill where he make am problem e dey for northwest and southwest he did she done for Likoko member of the family and he talks say people them they waiting for inside village with better tori wey don't bring them from inside Senate office so he don't talk say that bill for bilingualism they know right and fine according to way to talk and he don't talk say better make the left northwest and southwest with their official country talk wey na English then the other 8 region they use their own official country talk wey be na French now me say na their working country talk that way they use it now Ogan Gemba plenty people they don't talk say talk when Mbela Muki Charles he talk he don't talk in mind he don't talk say blood it is also continue for throwaway say no be na time for bring some kind of bill and say me they look inside.
Yeah, I think say if we look at very well, it be talk and it be try for like define some certain areas and starting with the top That's the heading for that bill, where we try to talk about, say, ye. It go like one, say, make them make and like something where they impose them. And if we listen very well, it be mostly talk about leaders of this country, say, if we want to talk about bilingualism, you get for begin for the top and make impose semi everybody. And again, make a penalty there for say, if you there for upway, you get right for use the two languages and you ever use only one and impose everybody, make it must hear that their own, then you get a penalty for pay. I think it's a very good talk that, because if we look at very well, all this crisis where it start, if we look at the genesis, it really be about our language, because we know say this story where the nakam, this pidgin language and the English language where they talk of the country, it make we will get a barrier. But my own proposal I will give them for that one and say make we get way to what they call and say a national language.
Okay, national language.
National language where it will fit decide. We'll get a lot of dialects like Fufube, etc. No, we'll get countries where they get a language. You know, if you go for Guinea, they get
Mono is Boro language.
Yeah, because if you look at English and French, na Boro language. Okay. But they want to reinforce Boro language for our country. If we figure a national language, I propose maybe we'll go even for Fufube, it be higher speaking inside, I mean like the Tikari and all the like. If they impose and talk say for semi mango enam, you must talk that language. You go see say it go already start, it go start somewhere. So if we fit get a national language, like how if you see two Nigerians that come from Nigeria meet for Cameroon here, even if one common na Lagos, another one na Onitsha, Abuja, when they come for here, they talk one common dialect, because now something where they don't like build themselves with and everybody. But for here, if you take 5 people where they come up from Northwest, I mean just Northwest, they come for here, they stand for here, you would think say na 5 different country people they don't meet up, but we all then are Cameroonians. So na great time, say make we think for say make we feel vote a national language we go use them, for say feel like fight against the tribalism.
Where they talk palaver that national country talk where they want and say they put them, you check say plenty people then they know come late for back. Not maybe they for don't put on since where they finish school, or maybe they part for school syllabus.
If we start them now, I think say it will take some years.
You say
no, I don't already out of the game. Most of the things that where would it work today? If we look very well, like how way my president Maurice come to be talking, when would it like go in for? Would it deny so not to go in? Would it think about the future of tomorrow? For some will fix them for one. So if we fit do them today, the ones the way they come for our back, they will learn and they will continue.
Okay, Mola, we dey talk this come out with Senator Mbela Mukicha's come out for talk palaver this bill for bilingualism. We according to he and I go put him as we talk for pidgin. He talks a better make English. It be na the country talk with people don't know West and South. They use them for work, and make French. It be to the country talk with people them for the other age region. They use them for work. But no say they go push someone for some side. We know that they true talk that way they use them. Now, plenty people they don't talk, say na better talk way talk. But if he talk to say he no go vote and he no talk for back, he talk and clear say he no go vote. That
yes, me I really buy that idea hopefully. Why? Because there's this crisis where it go on now for this country. We start since 2016. Now because of those characteristics where it bind Anglophones their culture. Northwest and Southwest, and this crisis they continue just because we dodge away from the main cause of this crisis. If at the beginning they be try for make people they know say this so Anglophones they be marginalized, they need someone they respect their educational system, their law system, the common law may be put into practice. I don't see why at this point in time after 3 good years they still want to try for bring a debate for propose another thing. So I really thank Mbela Mukicha where hopefully he don't talk him and now a CPDM senator he don't get that courage for talk openly say fit vote that law, that bill, and I be very happy because at least me I want my wish na say this so may they try for respect the Anglophone culture so much so that if at all French it won't be spoken for, they won't be used to, they may it be a second language, and so much so that any post of responsibility or any person where they get for appointee for they make he handle a post of responsibility, maybe a person where he master that Anglophone culture. We don't want this kind of person where sometimes he grow or he don't go these francophone schools just because of maybe because of an appointment. They don't send in out for the francophone or the anglophone zone so that may he go administer the people. You know, master and wife, so I be behind Belamboki Charles, and I be very sure. Say if all the anglophone parliamentarians and the senators they follow these steps when Belamboki don't do one.
No, the party
no party no be, because take for Belamboki na CPDM man. So I'll be very happy, and I hope say all the anglophone parliamentarians and senators they go talk the same language. They back the anglophones them.
And just so Sabi say that bill, time they be the talk on top that bill for inside the parliament. We hear say all CPDM anglophone and even the other party anglophone honor them. No man, you know, be agree for vote that bill, but they be so vote the bill. It pass. And just so Sabi say since yesterday for inside Yawende, we get honorable them where they don't continue for she don't. The one by first call na extraordinary she done where then say them get them when Kunkuma put them, it called them say me they turn back. So the here say they get around that kind of 15 days where they get for look on top the bill for decentralized when Kunkuma don't put them for them before. Now for inside that bill for decentralized where we get special status too for inside, and according to where they talk inside that bill for decentralized with special status there for inside, they say they will give them for people them for Norwest and Southwest for Sika Palava say their own country fashion. You know, they like all people their own, and so for inside that bill with the here the way where they teach people that they learn book for Norwest and Southwest, where they judge people them for court, all that one they go respect according to where Norwest and Southwest they do and with the here say Palava too for Ngomna delegate they go broken down, they no go day again. We hear to House of Chiefs it go turn back, they go give them power where they feel use money for look at their own thing them. Now just some of the thing then that's what we hear for inside that book, but the book it plenty, it did more than 60 page for people there they don't already read them, more than 16 pages them where that decentralized bill it get, and so plenty in them they dey for inside. But some people they dey, some other school for talk they dey where they try for talk say if they give House for Chief they give all the thing there they don't talk, and then governor SDO DO them they so the way they appoint that one it no go change no nothing. You buy that idea?
Yes, because when I look this bill they don't talk very well, so they should put aside this post of government delegate. At least that glass of water be halfway full, as if say be halfway empty too. Because why? They give that opportunity for these regional councils, made a try for recruit. Then they control nurses them and nursery and primary school teachers them. Another council, another regional level where they will recruit them. But the problem now, when I see this bill and say this, so they don't give a specific time limit where they for implement them. If at all say this, so they vote them. One, and secondly, if this will see this bill, why they not even specify say okay president the representative no go be appointed for that side, or why it be say the president of the executive council still get for be appointed by the president. So it shows say at least that they give chop for the anglophones and they tie rope for them where not really correct. And I don't really buy that idea. And I'll be very happy to say this. So when it comes to the revenue, they don't decide for say this. So 15% of the Cameroon revenue will be sent to the local councils instead of the 1% where they exist. So it good, now good idea. But now they ask now and say this. So they don't. Another thing they say they specify again to say so for that council level, the president for that council level must be an indigene from that particular region where it really fine to. But my question now, I say this, so the law it will be implemented immediately as well this parliamentary session it come to an end, or the law will be like the 1996 law on decentralization of which till date they not be fully implemented. So now the question that would ask yourself, more hope say no na bonbon where they put them for mob.
Now, Ogan Gemba, Njijespal, when you don't surely see that bill too, you don't surely go through, you don't read and small. Now, when you go through all the bill, the one with Parliament honor they get for Shidon, for look inside, they get 15 days, if we not make mistake for look, and for change something them, waiting you see them for the way it fine, and waiting you check say it lack for inside that bill where they get for look inside.
Yeah, Oga Ambassador, I think say would talk for our people the way that they outside make the listing very well. One thing we will take we for a different dimension, I want for find out who they give special status for who. And that person where it give special status for the other person, it get the ability and the right and the powers for give that special status question mark. Reason why I ask this question is because if you and I, Ambassador, will be brothers who come from the same womb, will get equal right for our home. And then you woke up one morning, you decide, call me for Semego seed, and then you decide, tell me, say, on our fathers, your properties, you want to give me a special statue. I think it's a problem there. Because we talk, say, Cameroon are one and indivisible. Not be because of the, I think call this crisis, say, na small tension, I call them small tension, because if the government be one put an end to this crisis since 2016, can't reach date if we don't put them. Not because of the small crisis where it come up, where the government, it take and sleep on and the diamond in that the worker define here and there, the create commissions here and there, bilingualism, the talk things the way we don't exist before bring on today. So for me, I think very well say, this issue for special statute, it not get no place for inside this country, because as I don't earlier talk, say me and you will be brother. Remember, say we'll get our own young sister way there behind the back. Whereby, as you give me special statute, good and fine. Tomorrow, that my small sister will come ask you on special statute. I think very well say not for the north zone now, for northeast, they don't already come up. They talk about their own special statute because of the ongoing crisis where they don't like get them for Boko Haram and all the like. I think very well say if the government want accept, say this southern Cameroonians, they be independent. Make we call a spade. But when they want go around, they dance all this bafia down special statue, they put a clothes on dock, and they tell me what can make people they say. And for me, I not see say that name special statue, it get a place inside this country. It will create more problem in the days ahead. Given in the like how we know very well, just some few months behind, these SDOs the way they be like appoint them, so they install them, etc. What you go do with them in the days ahead? I think when they talk about the vote, make the local citizens, the people of that area, make the vote, their leaders, even up to the governor, where it represent, where it been a direct custodian for that area, where na ye be reportable to like Yaoundé, they get for voting. And if at the end of the day, we still be reportable to Yaoundé, then in reality, those people them that they just playing a mafia. But for me, I not think very well say that special statute for this country, it get a place, because if you look at a poisonous gift way that they want give you. If government delegate they in for development, then they want eliminate the petition, which means indirectly they try to talk say that region no go get development again. Maybe we ask ourselves this question.
They talk about some posts for city mayor, as they put them.
City mayor.
City mayor.
Okay.
Now the new name that way. So if we don't make mistake,
if we look very well, these people them they play all this card. It's just there like this sick will get of outside where they call it HIV. We don't ask us say it become website, the name come website. Before the sick one come, they will already get a name, prepare them. Another one become where they will talk about Ebola, right? Ebola. If you just come named already. So now, before they want play all their card, they don't already prepare which way the things say be suit and okay for them. So for me, I advise all everybody where they follow this program, say that special statute it not be received for the southern Cameroonians.
Mola,
I not really buy the idea for my brother waiting for table. Why? Because at least if the bill already be tabled for the parliament, we'll just get for see into the items, the elements ready for the bill, and we'll see which points we'll get for picking out or not. Time no day again for say so no one maybe that special statute, because special statute just almost be like way to be practice for Canada, especially for Quebec. So the one try for implement how Canada, the Anglophones or the Francophones and for Canada, they be managed to. So at least what to be very important now, the content of the special statute. Though, as we rightly talk, say this, so it will cause we more problem. Because other regions will get their own personal problems.
I know we'll cut you short, but one just talk say southwest, northwest, them they get a political problem.
Yeah.
Far north, na attack. When a Islamic group, so when you look all into two different problems. The way if they want look and find, maybe they will talk say them they get problem where maybe they fit settle and bet the problem for northwest and southwest. If you want look and find, two separate people, them English versus, and but we need to put that one for table now. But two different problems they.
Yes, two different problems. The day and problem where it start ever since so that I will say that marriage between the two cultures them they be take place.
Me the just talk and say maybe no the one talk say they no get right for as our special status, but when you see the two people their problem, na two different problem the way maybe the people they even governor they do to they do and now for northern and southwest.
Yeah, na two different.
Yeah, the main problem the way governor fit solve.
Yeah, na two different problems. Them they get their particularities, but just say this so they give that room. It give that room for the other people. Then just like picking the way they for house. If you say get 4 picking them for house, decide for say okay this picking they so now because say it get different mommy, but the other 3 they get one mommy. So I will give you a special consideration. The other 3 people then they will decide for say okay if they don't give it the special consideration, most start think on how we fit twinkle with papa so that may give we another one. So I feel say so the best way for settle this problem for being a federalism. Federation system of governance. It will be better so that may all this.
I would like to propose my own special state where things they fit given for Southern Cameroonians. My own special state where I will propose to make this government where we get them in place. It give for the Southern Cameroonians the way will be. Now say make they give we this country. That's the president of the nation. Make we rule this country. It will be a special state for we and things they will change. Because Englishman and man where he know he right and you know he corrupt. Remember say some what they inside Cameroon where they talk say according to the law for English zone. Because when you don't talk about law, we respect the law. So I think very well say that we don't talk sometimes say when the president he be a French speaking make the vice president in those days will be get vice president position.
Be English.
It will be English speaking way now the Southern Cameroon. But today, I think say La Republic don't can swallow all that system, put everything, and then they be full we say prime minister in a second position. But today we don't come now, since we get landed ones that picking the way they don't go school, etc. They don't come for make we understand say that prime minister position where they be make we understand say from birthright up to date. In our position, not be the second position for this country. So I think very well say if they want give we special status, make up the first way say okay, the first president of this nation be being a francophone, Amadou Ahidjo. They want today now His Excellency Paul Biya, make they give the anglophones them that special status. Say the next upcoming president na anglophone, and I think say this problem it go so one thing will be hidden under cupboard na say Paul Biya must go.
Well, now for no, we need to talk. We need to talk that for now. We need to talk about that. We need try for look. We need try for look to where it did for before. Well, if we continue for that one, maybe we'll not go continue. Well, we enter for different regions now. So the enter, we go talk this palaver way be happen. We the enter for inside quarter just now. For talk palaver way happen for inside Douala here. Even as where the two group them, all man the talk your own story. Na palaver for die body where it dey so they begin for burial. Even yesterday. As we tori enter we here, this one be na Saturday where he pass, where they come out die body say they want bury am for family land, but another they say sister-in-law for the person he come, he talk say they no get right for bury person wey don die. They even come out the die body for mortuary bring am for co-house. The one can bury am whole be don already be prepared where they dig am say they so they want bury the die body for day, but inside this arrangement country people them sabi say they put there they come for come bury the last no bury am for Sika commandia we dey so they say na Ntone Dr. Frix Ntone Douala Ngomna delegate na be get for give authorize before they bury the woman for corner here. So the woman in die body they come out and last week they no bury am. Yesterday too they don't come out the die body again. They want come out am but they want go for go bury am where e no dey at all. Even as we one faction they talk say no na the tori that the one faction we don't meet or we for talk for we he don't try for make we for understand say na land where they be get for bury am, but it show say some people them they be get some hidden agenda, some plan the way they be want sell that land. So if they be get for bury the die body they no forfeit. So President, this palaver for die body they been fair move and last week Saturday they no bury am. Now yesterday they understand say they no be bury am for Sika problem. Yesterday too they do want come out the die body since for morning time they no last come out again. They want reach a place where they get for bury. They say city council don't put book for them, say they no bury the die body, and where they get all book where they show say that if you get for bury that woman.
I think say if you don't reach for level where the government delegate it only go right up to family issues, they enter for decide where they go fit bury and where they not go bury. I think say these our leaders them they need what we call as a job description, because if you don't read your job description for lines according to how they give you, you go discover and say you not get for violate up to the extent for go for inside family issue. But whatever be the issue, I think say if the land be being a government property where that family don't decide for take and go put them, then we for known as say ye as an organ, somebody where he there for the way they represent governor, if of it come for the talk. But even a family land and family property, I think very well say each family get what they call a family head. And if everything be okay, which means it shows that the family head be okay, we play with the go bury everybody. So we fit now find out which be interest in, like how we don't earlier talking about, because the land some interest be they interest for the 6A because the one bury sell them. And if actually they can bury somebody for day, it already shows say they so that land they not say again because of that die body way there for day. So I think very well saying a great time where I know say one issue where there for this our littoral there for day say that they sell one land for 2, 3, 4 people. With the praise and a high time say they feel like government feel fight for say make we stop this system and for say make person take which way belong for you. If not, I know things say the government delegate get any say for enter for a family issue.
Now, Molajul, na family die and we know we never fit for talk whether wait it happen. But the people them they say they get all book them where they show say they fit bury the woman for sideway na family land. They want job go bury am for corner par for house where it they don't bury bed. Now governor delegates he don't put book for they say no way they no get for bury am for day. We no sabi who be who for inside country and for Douala.
If at all say that the government delegate take that decision, surely you know why it take that decision. Maybe they want try for appease the various factions. I talk so why because you know so we don't have for a modern society of which they don't get for the bury die person anywhere, even health wise. Maybe you don't investigate, you know where to kill that person. I know very well say they bury for family compound if you get an after effect. Because now for we citizens, some particular places then they where they call them burying ground, where they for bury put them for day, of which control they for day. Even the health department they control that area. They be sure say they so if at all a person be buried for day, you know if you say some particular sick disease they for they no fit affect others them. So I know very well deeply in my mind. Say if the government delegate don't take a decision, so they don't bury that woman inside a family compound, he must get a reason. At least not a small picking. Now whole government delegate, you know why.
But for the case with different people that they already give go ahead, you know, you shall be say before they want even bury, they must take authorization from the people that they did for down.
Yes, they will take authorization, but at the insist they so. People they govern with. Some people they get that right for appease the various sides them. Surely say they saw some other section they be against, other one they be for. Instead for allow them say during the burial fight occur where if it affect public order. Better the government it don't just decide for intrude himself or say okay for say they so maybe neutral they go put them for some another place so that maybe various sides they not fight again for just at least appease them. I feel say. My own point of view.
I beg Ambassador, one other word where I will come back and say we don't hear the word say we don't come in, which means some interest they hidden somewhere. But I think very well say from which we will know say the government a land custodian for the whole country whereby they fit come in, do and undo. That one will accept even a government piece of land will not. But I think very well say the citizens them two way will be at least everybody will get right for where they will fit bury. I don't hear the talk say the one bury one like struggle for bit differ with our brother say I don't hear very well the talk say the one bury for corner another.
Yes, the grave
where they be done first bury, which means that family they already want to make that area like their family burying ground or play with them or bury others. If problem actually they for bury this one, their problem give for they for bury the first one. I think the way forward.
And the thing we hear now saying as sister-in-law, na the push I saw yes, sister-in-law no know the person. Now the pussy made they no bury, but talk for corner side the show to say they want buy the land. So the person to don't give conditions. If they bury number 2 person, they no go like buy the land. So all that one then they for inside.
So you come for discover and say at the end of the day, you know, they disturb the town planning, etc. For now, na selfish interest they make for the say they not feel like.
I get stuck for any sour I want go connection. Well, anyhow, we will continue for this side, and we go take una go first that side. So for Board Macaque, inside Board Macaque, we go talk na condition with their hospital day. Hospital for Board Macaque accept the sick, just like sick people them, where they come look at themselves for inside the hospital for that side. So for Board Macaque, for outside the hospital they fine out in the show, but hospital get air conditioner we know the work. No be na for sick I say the thing don't old or it don't chakara, but na for sick I say hospital the work where you no get light. It get all thing the way if you want check say any hospital if you get them, but light you know the day. So now one of the big problem that where this hospital for inside Board Macaque, if we put on my integrated health center, you know get as well they cry palava for light. All thing, all the work in them, sorry they fee operate, sorry they fee do small work them, all thing a day for the bed problem for them a light. Apart from that problem for light, the hospital too it get big problem with palava for water as well they talk for him. Water says you know they so one of the big beg where they beg now say make minister for sick people them a look inside this palava say hospital will get all big thing them, all good thing them for look at sick people them, but light you know the current you know the pass and water too you know they if I talk say the hospital is sick true it is sick.
Oga Ambassador, which we go talk for this kind of problem. I say before the one go up to the extent for say make they put hospital for some site, we'll get groundwork, and people the way they be, we will call them expert, where they like look everything before they approve. So I want to really find out some lab tests. Then they use current for bring out result. And they go now for go like put that kind of hospital at the end of the day no light, which means indirectly would they talk say the light people them they know they do their work, and then 2 the other one no water. So how will it even get a hospital where you no get light, you no get water? Actually, it shows that place you no be no get no right for say make hospital day for day. Then I want to ask say what's the head leads them for such a village they don't do, because most of the times them we need to go back, make we not blame all the government, all the time. Make we go back now look and say escape this village not get head leads them. If you look well, you go get some head leads where they inside that same village, where for their own staying house, they get light, they get water. Then place where if you own picking fall sick for house, you go save them, you no get light, you no get water. But for them, they no get no problem because they get all the means where they fit take plane, fly over and car for go for the nearby hospital. So I think say with the big semi-Cameroon government, make it come in for say if you help, now really problem that how we talk say hospital, the sick. And that sick for hospital, it pass safe, that big sick where person fit carry and go, and how you fit go for an hospital where it is sick when you say you is sick.
Molanjul Nana, find hospital, that one will not be denied, but when you no get light, you no get water, it shows say trouble there.
This problem for light and water, it be almost national for this country today, of which I feel say so the Minister of Mines, Water and Energy, he get for taken like his primordial objective as from 2020. They get for see into that seriously. I don't know why the companies that they be in charge for supply with water and light, they never get a solution. With all the dams the way that they build them all over Cameroon, I need to understand why. But that notwithstanding, I feel say also substitutes the day. We get solar energy where at least if we do make them, and we also get the boreholes them where if we dig them.
So now the bore too they use no power.
Yes, these boreholes they
use a solar as well.
They use solar
if you go fit for
at least for manage for bring out this water from ground. So at the instead blame now the people's representatives, them, like the parliamentarians. This particular area get a parliamentarian. What this parliamentarian they do with the grants that they give you every year, so that make it go undertake a development for your own council, for your own area, the people that they voted. The millions so that they take every year, they do it to them. Therefore, at least decide for, I feel say this government, therefore take a bold step for impose on every parliamentarian say this. So if you take your own budget for go develop your area, then CONAC therefore make sure say every year it go verify which way you do with that money way you be taken. If not, I don't see why they can forgive them that money again, because it be very achy. And presently very soon you go see them, they will run back for those villages, then start give maybe bags of rice and cow meat so that they chop and they vote them again. The population too, they go run, go vote them. They don't ask themselves, say so for the past 6 years, when are they for us, what would I run do with that money? How helpful when a presence for parliament it be for with daily activities? Then they ask themselves that. So I feel say so may the population not accept for be deceived one more time. May they really sanction those parliamentarians, and if possible, mayors the way they will be able for at least ameliorate their living conditions.
All right, we go take una go just now for quarter 10 from Banga. Now one of the tori that we plenty people them inside this week. They be laugh on top, but no na palava for laugh. Now tenant he put a landlord under house arrest. If we put him, he put it for inside small gata for 2 days. As we tori enter for we here just now, just so sabi say this landlord as we tori be enter for inside we here. They try for tell we say this landlord he be done the get problem with tenant, so he know the gree pay a house money. So now for the way tenant say he vex, he go put lock for landlord a house. As we landlord he be run enter house after we they get quarrel with tenant and be come out collars. So as we come out collars, enter now so two tenant go put padlock for landlord e door, e block even backside door where landlord no be fit for come out. Now near then say they come before they can get authorized, they broke lock. Sabi say landlord when na Okada man, e be don't stay for plenty time where he never work 2 days. Now plenty days or he one time it empty come out now it's your Okada, and now for start for do it business. Tenant says after we do that work, he run go with the key for the lock, and no man he never see it. So now just so the thing happen for inside quarter 10 from Bangam. Organ Gemba, you see this palaver for the week, we'll just finish but wait you get for talk the tenant. Even the landlord don't vex in the house. He be get right for block a landlord for inside house. Now question that put they ask him, you come for money house, you know they pay money. Then the man vex, he said the salary the she done. He show you a new landlord. Your new landlord tells you get 2 months for commot. You meet your old landlord on a start for fight, or you start quarrel, you go bring collars, landlord run enter house. You key, you know come up for us for 2 days. That tenant, he do not correct in, or it be the fight for your own right.
I think say me too, like landlord or future landlord. I think one of the things that we're talking about say it be very aching for say make Matena lock me for house, but the gospel truth will make me people they understand. I say some this landlord them they worry, and we or even if we want be landlord today, we don't be tenants yesterday. A lot of landlord them they worry. And when I feel talk, I feel go back like my own case for taking like example where people go learn where I will get my landlord and not go call them for a village, so they feel hold me as I talk so I don't can coach them for television. I think say I will get my landlord where every month end he go pass salon me. I see the go in salon one pass salon me for 1 day more than 15 times because it remind me say day for payment or they don't reach. But when the day nobody reach, but you know say Monday end. Obviously, where you see you cook some chop fries, something is sweet for your house, you just believe say money already. So for you, it is just a salon you, remember you. And then the worst of it now say you bring so your own small man for village, you want hear he talks to me, you add say go add rentage. You ask I say why? He talks say because with this man where you don't come now, if you be the shit 1 time with this man, we not the shit now 2 times. So toilet go flop quick and you go need money for it. So you don't understand a lot of motives. So some people then they too way they get tension way, but are glad because the man no harm the Oga landlord.
I mean, of course, the landlord to be surely run enter a house.
Yeah, so
if you know for run enter a house, maybe we know for the laugh say they lucky for house.
So how we don't lucky and the landlord be run enter a house for safety. So I think say it will give example too for some of we landlords. They say make we treat our tenants and make we not look there like somebody way it beg your house, because one thing we are known as even the penalty code today don't talk am. Say even the tenant get right for take landlord go locker if you know the worker. Now the law, not the show. So which means when somebody there for your house, they pay your rentage, he get right for that period where they pay, unless ye the pay. And I think say law the govern you say you fit give that man prayer, he go you bring in new somebody wait for the pay your house. But I think at the end of the day, two wrongs can never be right. But with the advice come to people for us, I say that act now something they make someone happen.
Okay. Mola?
Yes, so my own side I could talk say this, so I blame both of them, the tenant and the landlord. Why? Because they don't take laws into their hands. Take laws into their hands. Why? The landlord normally it be get for implement dialogue. When you say person, you are tenant need to pay your house the first month, you call him, you discuss with him, you tell him say okay bro, why you never pay? If he tell you say no, it pass through difficult moments, if it either you accept for say okay they will get money, he pay you, or you tell him say okay I will give you maybe the next 3 months, the money will get and go find another house. With that kind of discussion, I not feel say this, so the tenant go vex. Then the tenant himself, if at all say this, so your landlord misbehave for you, people then they will if you solve this problem. If you even go say for a police station, you go report your landlord, some person they go call una there judge una. Then secondly, we get to understand say this, so the law for Cameroon, it gets on certain points and way it bind landlord and tenants who need for the reader. And I even advise other landlords then say this, so we live for modern world where if you get your house you to give them out, I would prefer to open an account, even for some cooperative society company. You tell it say this, so every month you put money for them, and after 2 months if you don't put money, no say this, so maybe the contract between me and you it could be breached. We go put an end for the contract. You can understand, and at the beginning if both of you now sign those rules and regulations, next time you will just say okay you don't feel to will be signed up, so for that reason you get for commode, so everything will be fine.
Okay, and one of the tori them to be pass thing we pass for inside the week now from Bonge Road. This fire we catch from Bonge Road for some Calabot house where it caused small so army rescue people them too. They for surely lost one of them for Sika Palava for fire we be cash for inside Bonge Road as we tori enter for we ear. Sabi self say the fire cash, they no sabi waiting where it really pass for inside this fire. But as we army rescue people they go lost fire, they go find water come back for continue for lost fire. Gun is Tahala where they send us some boy them with gun, they attack the army rescue people there, they be the tonton for lost fire with fire. It is born for some compound for that side so from Bonge Road. As we to enter we here now only one of the army rescue people them he get caught with bullets crashing for his skin, and woman where a house to burn where he collapse. No other person he no die, no other person no be get any serious cause for this fire where happen for inside Bonge Road for Kumba. This week we just finish a mola this army rescue people them they be go for go do their work, but at the end for the day it dey like say gone to it be last enter for them, so it be hot again small from Bonge Road after plenty time where people them for Kumba they be don't shit away they never hear gun hala.
Yes, before I want start I go even say at least I be very happy say from Bonge people don't really start
Bonge Road
from Bonge Road
na Kumba
yes.
that
Yeah,
they call the place Bonge Road for
Road.
say na place moto they take moto go Bonge.
Yeah,
hala.
For this Bonge Road I be very happy say at least life don't really start, it don't start to come to normal. Then secondly, they get to understand say this, so this fire fighting people them or rescue people where they come for they just like this Red Cross people them they for the way they go for they for go lost fire, they don't know if they say the enemy fire or maybe the government fire. So I don't see any reason why those boys and those armed boys that get for try for disturb them, because these people they go for go do a good thing for the population. So I just beg them, say me they try for understand say if at all they see if not the fire rescue people them or Red Cross people them, may they respect them because they help both sides. They don't take that oath, say they get for help the population, may they not disturb them for the way that they do. Because when they shoot them, so tomorrow we not
fire
go
cash.
Fire cash, they don't go again. I have to not go again and the population will suffer most.
Ogan Gemba.
Yeah, I think so for me, which we are going to talk, I say for all these two regions now, the way bullet don't fly from one end to another, you know, if you easily know which bullet, whether not the opening your own bullet or not the enemy, etc. So we not fit define and for talk which of the bullet become. So, but the only thing and one other thing too, then I say some of these uniform men the way that they go that side, that they cause atrocity, so that at the end of the day make the talk say they so now the fee fighters and etc. So for me, I just think say now some small crash where he come or no know from where he come, and if the person way sure say if he really define and they pick the bullet talk which of the bullet way become. So but then the only beg word the beg now say make we together try for save our land, because when these people that they come, I think even though when they the one come most of the times where the fire already pass, and sometimes in the way I will see some house where they born where they come, the person is the vex go hold those people that they fight them because they already born about 2 people that inside, and where they be call them about 2-3 hours ago before they one come. So some of the times too, we know they take note for their distance and all the like. So we just they talk and say most of the times we'll list for that's how they just hear bullet. We don't know where bullet they come and where it go. So for me, and again, you know, say sometimes that when you stay for your land, person can attack you. Anything where one pass in the form of motor, because you know very well, say the government in place only use a lot of strategies where they just woke up sometimes they take like pick up, go do this different means. So sometimes them too for defensive measures, and sometimes the guys that they want do so and I said that they defend, they know we know who they come. But with the praise and make together, we'll try for save our land, for make some will come out of this crisis for once and for all. Like how we don't see a lot of people the way they did, especially for K-Town, we know for Kumbawe, we heard yesterday. It shows say things they don't come back in normal, and me with the praise and me God try for help.
All right, and last story before we come out for this afternoon, we go talk work with Jodene Masigams, Oga Jodene Masigams, where he says na head boy for Konak Ebiduam inside this week, and just for Sabi say be waka tonton for meet up with primary school picking them and even college picking them for their different quarter them. It be go for Bastos, it be go for administrative quarter for meet up this primary school picking them and college picking them. Only for talk for them say they so this arrangement for Choco, you know fine at all, and he try for talk for them they can attend them where it they so way they no get for duam or they no even get for check for their mind. Waiting make Jodene Masigams when a headman for Konak for come out for outside na just for say na week for make picking them sabi wait we no find this palava for Choco and sabi to say small time them too they go come out their list for the most Choco ministry and even the most Choco people them inside we country as we Jodene Masigams it talk sabi say anti-corruption people them na then say they turn for fight for see as we corruption this chapter where they call and say Choco it go finish for inside we country. What time do already finish president but maybe short talk on top this work we Oga Jodene Masigams one he say when they start for talk for small picking maybe go enter for their head tomorrow there will be big people there.
Yeah, for me, I think say for primary school, like how we don't go na wrong work that we do, and the idea be good, but you go for people where sometimes you talk about Choco and drive corruption, they don't even know which way they talk.
Yeah, but
so I think say
he get your own way you do and for explain for them. Service even for primary school, you get some kind of small thing that
yeah, things are way you know they for the teaching work, you get it. Sometimes and the way the teachers they know how they communicate with those speaking them. So I be things say they will get for meet up na the administration, and then we'll sit with the teachers with some life examples. They try to put things in order, or they go for secondary schools. And because when we talk about primary school, my problem I say might be you get good information, but you go pass out for wrong area. But na great time where the Choco get for stop. Even though man way they fight Choco too, they collect Choco, now they were the problem bad for this country.
Yes, I really appreciate what way Mr. Jodene Masigams they do, but just say so his hands a bit limited because the government don't get for only give them that role for sensitize, they for give them that role to for punish. If at all they give that right for punish, person will be corrupted, then this thing for come to an end.
All right, now so we see country, now so we see as well the team pass inside this week. We get person we don't lose, now some big, now some mommy we don't lose since for number 19 day for October moon. The mommy says we don't lose since for number 19 day for October moon. They talk say come out for that side, so for Luma, it be the gonna for cry die. But since we come out for house, the mommy never turn back again. They call it now Simo Marsh Simo Jean and the beg the family says family for Simo, it the beg na beg. Any person where don't see this amami, the kini, say make you call them for 677-141-217, 677-127-213 or 699-257-226. They say plenty dash. It wait any person where fit for see this amami, sabi say Tori has only make this announce plenty time. So the back, you where don't see this mami Jean Simo, try for call that number we did for before television just now. Thank you plenty. Jules Nana for your time.
Thank you, Ambassador.
And thank you to Ogangimba.
Yeah, and my pleasure all time we're there for here. I salute all country people. I thank you now when I don't follow this program and I invite all MSC people there for meeting for evening. Thank you.
All right, country people, then we don't finish story for this site. Now Saturday and PIDGIN News Bay, we will surely turn back for Monday with Tori the way they happen for inside we country. Big thank you for Fare Bunya, Malis, and Zephyrin Gonji with the Tonton for make and say make program. A be today, Saturday. We go meet up for Monday for 8 o'clock. If Papa got the help on a whole tight.